Hey, what's going on? Erik Cortina here with Texas Barndominiums. We are at the ATX Building Performance Conference in Austin, Texas. And look who we have here. Mr. Performance himself, Matt Reisinger.
Thanks, Erik.
Well, you know, I've seen your videos. You are kind of what we're doing, but you're like years ahead. You know what I mean?
That's because I've done it for years.
That's what I'm saying.
I've been on YouTube for 10 years, Erik.
Wow, yeah.
How long have you been on YouTube now?
About a year and a half.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got some time to catch up.
Yeah, oh yeah.
30,000 subs in a year and a half?
Yes, sir.
That's pretty impressive, dude.
Well,
That's a good trajectory.
Thank you. Well, we put out a lot of content, and
I bet at year 1.5, I had about 3,000 subs.
Wow, yeah.
So you're far ahead of me.
Well, thank you. Barndominiums. That's what we do.
Yeah.
What do you think about Barndominiums? Have you heard about a barn? I'm sure you've heard about
I've definitely heard of Barndominiums. You know, my family built one about an hour north of here in our hunting ranch property, and it's been great. You know, you can make a really high performance Barndominium. In fact, we did a couple tweaks with the builder. I wasn't on site for much of it. It wasn't me that built it. We used closed cell foam. We put a Mitsubishi mini split system in. It's just a hunting cabin for us. It's probably 1,000 square feet or so, and I have a 1-ton mini split running 1,000 square feet. It's one big open space, kitchen, bunkhouse, living room, all in one.
Right.
It's super comfortable even in the heat of July with a 1-ton unit.
Right. Yeah, my personal home is 2,700 square feet. I have a 3-ton unit, dual stage, variable speed air handler. That's all you need.
That's all you need.
Super efficient.
Yeah.
Airtight.
Super airtight too.
Airtight.
That's right.
I mean, I hear this as you do as well. I thought I had to breathe. No.
No.
That's
a misnomer. Houses do not need to breathe.
Yeah.
You and I need to breathe.
Yeah, you and I need to breathe. And
right.
So what I do is I ask them, I said, don't you need to vent the attic? Don't you need to vent the home? I said, well, how efficient is a ventilated ice chest? You know, that's the question that I ask.
That's a great way to put it. I like it.
And they go, oh, well, you know, so yeah, so obviously we're here, we're learning just like we all are, right?
Good.
And
love to hear it, man.
And yeah, I mean, we're finding out that what we've been doing through all the research and watching you and watching a bunch of other people, we're doing it right. So
love it.
We're just trying to take it to the next level.
Are you using this system over here?
Yes, we are.
Huber Zip, Erik?
Yes, sir, we are. Yeah, we started using the zip wall system about 3-4 years ago, maybe
right?
longer.
That's great.
Yeah,
Are you using Zip R, which is the insulated zip?
No, not the insulated zip.
Okay.
We're just using the regular zip.
Gotcha.
But you know, I'm been looking into the Zip
2.0.
The 2.0,
Yeah.
and I don't know if that's going to be. I'm looking at it. I'm doing some research on it.
You could do a modified Zip 2.0, right?
Right.
You could use tape on all your main seams, and then all your nails and other penetrations, whether it's a pipe going through there or other things, you could use the liquid flash,
Right.
which is Huber's liquid flash, and do kind of a modified. We'll call it Zip 1.5. How about that?
Let's do that. But yeah, but I mean, we've been using, because the Tyvek never made sense to me, or the house wrap.
Yeah. Standard house wraps can do a good job on shedding water, but what they don't do is airtightness.
Correct.
Right. So if you have any rip, any tear in there. Also, if the house exfiltrates, there's some times when air is going to go out of your buildings, right? When we positively pressurize the building, and when that happens, the standard house wraps, they balloon out like a cushion, right? And when that happens, you're leaking air through your buildings big time. Whereas if you get a Huber Zip system, your sheathing is integrated. It's kind of a fluid applied system, really, right? Think about that green facer on there. It's applied at the factory to the OSB, to your shear wall. And so now we just need to detail the seams, the holes, the joints. If we do that, very, very airtight buildings. And a lot of my buddies that are doing custom homes in a more traditional manner are getting passive house blower door scores out of just using Huber Zip on the outside for air sealing, which is good in our climate too, right?
Right.
Because in our climate, we're hot, humid, which means we don't want any vapor barrier on the inside. We don't want to really stop any vapor from moving on the inside, because we always want to dry inside. We're always 10 months of the year we're air conditioning, which means we're dehumidifying.
Right. Sometimes
11 months of the year in certain years in Texas. So we want that Huber Zip to be our barrier on the outside for both water and air. And if we slow down the vapor outside, that's okay too.
Right.
But we don't want anything on the inside to slow down that vapor drive.
Right. And so, you know, we use foam insulation, and we use dual stage systems with variable speed air handlers, so we can handle the the humidity
Yeah.
purposely, you know, because we're trying to make it really tight.
Yep.
And so we handle the humidity.
That's good.
As you know, big issue with foam insulation is putting in too big of a unit.
Yeah, for sure.
I had a guy call me 2 weeks ago, and he's trying to get me to help him because he bought a 1,200 square foot home with a 5-ton unit.
Ooh, way too big.
Yeah, I said,
Way
and he
too
said,
big.
man, we're having. I said, let me guess, you're having moisture issues. He said, like you can't imagine. I said, no, I can imagine.
Yeah.
And
So in a 1,200 square foot house, you could put a little 70 pint dehumidifier like you buy at Lowe's in,
Right.
and that would probably be able to handle the humidity and drop that humidity in the house.
Right.
So when that AC kicks on, it's cooling in 5 or 10
right,
minutes.
it's not having to do.
But it's not doing any dehumidification.
Well, the AC is really not doing it anyway. That's the problem.
That's the problem. it's running too short. Your AC's
Right,
got to
it's
run for
short
15
cycling.
minutes
Yeah.
before it starts dehumidifying. And sometimes it'll run so the coil gets cold enough and you've got all that air on your coil, all that wetness on your coil, but then the machine turns off.
Right.
Because it's satisfied the temp. The coil's all wet, and what happens? The blower still runs on
Right.
there, so it rehumidifies all that air, and you never lost any humidity. Until the first drop of condensate drops down the drain, there's no dehumidification that's happening.
Right, it's still there, contained.
Still there. Yep.
Man, I won't take much of your time. Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you, Eric.
And follow him. If you're not following him, you ain't doing it right. All right?
YouTube.com/Matt Reisinger.
All right, man. We'll see you. I'm Eric, and we are Texas Barndominiums.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
And by the way, my mic will pick you up. So
Yeah, okay. I'll talk towards you.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I'll get in close and
Yeah, there you
uncomfortable.
go. You cannot make me uncomfortable, man.
All right, good. Good to know.